Hello everyone, and welcome to another video of Rants and Yarn with two best friends. And I'll be doing a video today I'll be by myself today because Stefanie, she has other things that she has to get done today and didn't have time to come on and do a video with me. So it will just be by myself, and we're on, I think it's the 21st. Monday will be like the 21st day of the government shutdown, and I just hope that it ends soon and that something happens that'll end the shutdown and all the negotiations will be fruitful at some point, you know, because there's a lot of people who need the money and need to go back to work, you know. And in other news, I can update you on my life, and that I'm 5 weeks pregnant, and I'll keep you updated. Right now, you can't really see anything except the sac where the baby's supposed to grow, and that's all I can tell you as of right now, because that's all I know myself. So I'll keep you posted as my belly begins to grow and I begin to see something, you know. So I'll keep you posted. And in other news, I'm happy we're getting adequate rain here, and hopefully we'll get good enough rain to help us from this drought, and it won't be too bad for us this year. And on other news, everyone be careful with this neurovirus and the flu that's going around. Keep yourself safe from it, and if you have to be in an area where it could be you could potentially get the flu, then for sure I would recommend getting the flu shot and just protecting yourself and always practicing proper cleanliness and hygiene so that you can keep yourself from getting all the bacteria that other people are spreading around. And with that, I would like to get into the article that we're going to be talking about. And I know this is a little late since Thanksgiving's already passed and I have to wait for next year to come, but the article I'm talking about for you today is the presidential turkey pardon's weird roots. The presidential turkey pardon, and its weird roots go back to the Iran-Contra scandal, which is surprising. And here's a picture of this. Here's the picture, and it says underneath, "This turkey seemed to be in a foul mood in 1987. President Ronald Reagan used the word pardon for the first time in reference to sparing a Thanksgiving turkey." So once a year, a turkey gets spared his life and goes to a sanctuary. The president is going to pardon a turkey. Full stop. Insert joke. These things write themselves. Ha ha ha. But seriously, it's happening again Tuesday. The peculiar Washington tradition of a president pardoning a Thanksgiving turkey. Over the past 10 months, Melania and I have had the pleasure of welcoming many special visitors to the great White House. President Trump said during his first turkey pardoning ceremony last year, "We've hosted dozens of incredible world leaders, members of Congress, and, along the way, a few strange birds. But we have yet to receive any visitors quite like our magnificent guest of honor today. Drumstick," Trump continued. "Hi, Drumstick. Oh, Drumstick, I think he is going to be very happy. Hello!" But maybe the weirdest thing about the turkey pardon tradition, and there are a lot of weird things about it, is its origin. It can be traced directly back to, of all things, the Iran-Contra scandal. Not surprising that it dates back to some other country and it has no real connection to America. But it's nice to pardon one turkey and give it sanctuary. And then one family can just eat ham that day, But some people do eat ham for Thanksgiving if they don't like turkey, or they eat chicken, so, Here's half of a piece originally written by this author in 2015. Ronald Reagan in 1987 was technically the first president to use the word pardon about a turkey. But it was really just a way to deflect questions about the Iran-Contra scandal and whether he would pardon key players involved. Oliver North and John Poindexter. The bird, Charlie, was already headed for a petting zoo. But after Sam Donaldson of ABC News pressed Reagan on whether he'd pardon North and Poindexter, Reagan responded, "If they'd given me a different answer on Charlie and his future, I would have pardoned him." The ceremony was then formalized by President George H.W. Bush in 1989. Let me assure you, and this fine tom turkey, that he will not end up on anyone's dinner table. Not this guy, Bush said. He's granted a presidential pardon as of right now and allow him to live out his days on a children's farm not far from here. And here's two other turkeys that here's two other turkeys that are participating in the presidential turkey ceremony, which was last year in November. And the name was Peas and Carrots. So meet peas and meet carrots. Peas and carrots. These turkeys, they get all the weird names, and I'll be having these photos for you so you can see them for yourself too. And they make up whatever their favorite song is or band and their favorite snack. So like Peas, his favorite music and band is Brad Paisley. Favorite snack is popcorn. And then Carrots, his favorite music and band is Elvis. His favorite snack is M&M's. It's funny, but they make fun out of this whole thing, and it's cool. The birds always get puny names. This year is no different. They are Peas and Carrots. Ironic and perhaps confusing, considering turkeys are meat and not vegetables. For the first time, the turkeys come from South Dakota and are staying in a luxury hotel room at the Willard Intercontinental in Washington before the ceremony. Wow! They get to be in a bougie place and stay in a hotel. Not like a bougie farm, it's a bougie hotel. Dang! So it was a 50-50 between which turkey was to be pardoned, which was Peas or Carrots. So they pardoned both of them. And it's like, wow. I will have the photo for you to see of the two birds in the hotel, because the printer kind of cut the photo in half, so it's really hard to see the full photo, but I can show you here like how it is, but it was kind of cut, so, but that's actually cool though. And it says under the photo that Peas and Carrots get comfortable in their room at the Willard Intercontinental Hotel after their arrival in Washington. Of course, their food is put on the floor for them, as you can see, and it's just like so cool. The tradition has confused even some presidents. President Truman was the first president to pardon a turkey. President Bill Clinton incorrectly declared in 1997. Yeah, they said it was Truman, but then it was really Ronald Reagan, so, the story gets changed, but in retrospect, I kind of like the idea. In fact, the story of the event's roots was more accurately told by none other than President Trump in 2017. Perhaps after this author has dug up the truth and posted it year after year. It was 70 years ago that the National Turkey Federation first presented the National Thanksgiving Turkey to President Harry Truman, who I might add did not grant the pardon. Trump said he refused. He was a tough cookie. Today I'm going to be a much nicer president. So, we're saying that Trump's a much nicer president than Truman because he pardoned the turkey and Truman didn't pardon the turkey. Wow, how ironic is that? Well, Truman never refused. It wasn't even a consideration. The birds presented to presidents by Big Turkey were always intended for the dinner table, and to keep turkey front and center for American dinner tables for Thanksgiving. And even though 1947 was the first time the turkey lobby presented a turkey at the White House, turkey growers have been shipping turkey to the White House since 1873. Poultry King Horace Voss was the unofficial White House turkey provider until his death in 1913. Until 1947, it was a free-for-all, the White House Historical Association explains. By 1914, the opportunity to give a turkey to a president was open to everyone, and poultry gifts were frequently touched with patriotism, partisanship, and glee. In 1921, an American Legion post furnished bunting for the crate of a gobbler en route from Mississippi to Washington, while a Harding Girls Club in Chicago outfitted a turkey as a flying ace, complete with goggles. First Lady Grace Coolidge accepted a turkey from a Vermont Girl Scout in 1925. The turkey gifts had become established as a national symbol of gold cheer. So I guess anyone can gift a turkey. I guess they just pick one that's going to be the dinner, and then the other turkey, if they get more than one, I guess that's the one that gets pardoned. But pardoning hadn't started until later, so. But I guess that's how everybody wanted to share gifts to the White House, gifting turkeys for Thanksgiving. It wasn't until 1963 when President John F. Kennedy took one look at the bird presented to him and declared, "Well, just let this one grow," as photographic proof of just how clearly these birds had been intended to be eaten. And there's a foolproof sign around the bird's neck that read, "Good eating, Mr. President." So we got started with President John F. Kennedy. Well, they didn't make it official, I guess, with him, but he just pardoned the turkey. And here's a picture. I'll be doing a slideshow of all the pictures, so don't worry. And it says there, "Good eating, Mr. President." The turkey's wearing the sign. And it says underneath the photo, President John F. Kennedy reaches out to touch a turkey presented to him in 1963 at the White House. It is the first known reprieve of a Thanksgiving turkey by a president. So, yeah. So it probably very well started with John F. Kennedy. So Kennedy was the first to officially give a Thanksgiving turkey a reprieve. All evidence suggests that President Abraham Lincoln was the first to pardon a Christmas turkey presented to him. President Richard Nixon also sent a turkey to a petting zoo, and that's something Reagan continued in the 1980s until Bush turned the tradition into the kind of event Americans have come to expect now. Not everyone likes the event. For one thing, there's the dark history of the happens after the pomp and circumstance. The fairy tale, or is it tale? Goes that the birds live happily ever after on a farm. Peas and carrots will retire to Gobbler's Rest at Virginia Tech, where students and veterinarians care for the turkeys, and the public can visit and learn about the university's teaching, research, and outreach programs in animal and poultry science and veterinary medicine, the White House notes. But the animals traditionally have not lived very long after the ceremony, because they are bred to be eaten. That's kind of sad, because they're not bred to live longer, they're just bred to be eaten, so I guess their lifespan is much shorter. But still, it's a nice tradition nonetheless. When no pardoned turkey has lived more than a few years, spawning a physical, distorted, genetically engineered, soon-to-be lame bird who's likely on the brink of heart failure is fake news. PETA are people of the ethical treatment of animals. President Ingrid Newkirk said in a statement, "If the White House truly wanted to save a turkey's life, there would be a tofurkey roast on the president's table instead of a bird's corpse. Kinda true. Humans who disregard the beauty, intelligence, and wonder of a turkey and see him or her as a centerpiece rather than a feeling individually are the ones who should seek to be pardoned for their short-sightedness. Well, they should pardon the turkey and then not have one at their table. And they should have something else in place of the turkey. Because it should be that you're pardoning the turkey that you're about to eat, and then you have something in place of it, not just exchange it with a different turkey. That's true. Well, tofurkey might not be right for everyone, but it's an option. Others simply believe that tradition should go back to its roots, where the president accepts and eats the bird. It might highlight for Americans a disconnect between what they eat and where it comes from. And that's true. That's true, because back in the day, before this all started, they just accepted the bird. It was shown on TV, I guess, and then, or people heard it on the radio, and then that was the turkey that they would cook and eat, you know. But I kind of don't want to see and get to know the bird that's actually going to be eaten and put on the table. They're probably not going to give it a name if that's what it is. They're just going to thank whoever sent them the turkey and then quietly go and prepare it for the meal right after. But yeah, so that's what some people want. They don't really want this whole spectacle of pardoning a bird and then going to go eat another bird. I understand how that is, and these birds are not meant to be kept because they're going to die anyway, and unless they're like wild turkey, you know. But in hindsight, I think that it's a nice tradition, but it could go differently, like some people say. So it's up for each person's opinion what they think about it, but that's what I think. I say pardon the bird and then eat something else. Have something else on the table for Thanksgiving and not another turkey. And if you do eat the turkey, then just pardoning another turkey aside from the one you're going to eat is kind of contradictory to what you're really trying to show the world. Anyway, it shed a good light to Trump in a way, you know, for a little bit for the holiday. But now with this whole shutdown, it kind of changes our perspective on him, as people are seeing. So there are mixed feelings, and now there are mixed feelings of whether the border wall should be and shouldn't be. But I don't know what's happened since Trump went down there, and people have been talking to him who live by the border. I don't know if his opinions are going to change after he hears from them, but hopefully something will come of it and it will help this. But it's not helping for the Democrats to just shut him down and say no, 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 because I mean that's not right either. There has to be a middle ground where you can come up with a 50-50 solution, you know. And I hope that something happens so everybody can return to work, and when you do your and the people who file their taxes, we can all get our refunds and not have to wait for like ever, who knows when this government shutdown will end. But I know if we declare a state of emergency that this thing will get settled faster, but I wish it wouldn't have to come to that, because that's kind of sad. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching this video. Comment, like, and share this video. And you can see all our links down below. And you can check out my social media and places where I'm selling things. Maybe you'll find something that you will enjoy to buy or gift to someone else, and show your support. Thank you, and have a great day, and I'll keep you updated. Bye now.